on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. All day.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
45 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
These 2 teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Akers will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gonzalez good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, it's Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
That catch good for only a couple.
On second down, Mostert.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Here's Mostert.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off a play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Murray.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First down and a little extra from Mostert. The 40. Try. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jacob Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jacob Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
26 Mike. Check the outs.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
After the interception, here's Stafford. It's complete, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Murray now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Murray on the sneak, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Stafford.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
My goodness, 235 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
26 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll run the toss to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
26, come on. 26,
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Murray. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Murray now on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Colin Johnson,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
It's a run with Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Flush to his right.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Unable. Oh, and now some space to operate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it.
He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to air one out. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points